What is going on YouTube? Joe here with Culination Media, bringing you yet another Pokemon X and Y Wi-Fi battle today against Egg Flapjack. And today we're having a PU match. And I know I had one earlier today, or I think actually it was last night, and I wasn't able to live record it, so that is unfortunate. But this one we are live recording. The last one just got messed up, so this one hopefully is a little bit better. Before we get into the match today, just would like to remind you guys that as long as this video reaches that magical number of 60 likes, that is what we're aiming for. I will continue to bring you these lovely Wi-Fi daily uploads and all of that fun stuff. Now, these are some pretty cool Pokemon that my opponent's bringing. First of all, I'm bringing Seviper, which is going to be Scarfed, Choice Banded Dodrio, Magcargo, Dragonair, Mightyena, and Beheeyem. My opponent is bringing Heatmore, Wishcash, Stunfisk, Kingler, Articuno, and Ursaring. So threats everywhere. So yeah, if you don't know what PU is, by the way, it's basically the NU of the NU. And I will leave a link in the description to the tier guide and all of that stuff. So if you're not familiar with it, you can take a look at what is available in the tier and that kind of stuff. But I need to figure out what I want to lead off with here. I really don't even know. Really don't even know right now. I'm guessing he's going to lead off with the Stunfisk, maybe for the rocks. Because I feel like that's going to be his defensive Pokemon. That Ursaring is really something that I need to watch out for as well. I really want to get rocks up, though, for that Articuno and the Heatmore. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to lead off with the Magcargo. I know it's my defensive Pokemon. Or my only defensive Pokemon that I have. But that being said, I want those rocks up pretty much at all costs. It doesn't look like he has anything with the fog unless that Articuno carries it, which is possible. But even still, he's going to have to switch in, and that's not going to be nice. So we'll see what happens here. I haven't really played a whole lot of PU matches. This is maybe like my 5th or 6th match ever. And maybe only like the 3rd match that I've put up on my channel. Maybe 4th, I don't know, something like that. He's going to start off with the Legend, which is going to be his Stunfisk. And that's really not the best matchup for me, just because ground type moves do a number on this Magcargo. What do I want to do here? I'm pretty sure he's going to outspeed me because Magcargo is slow as balls. And I don't have water or grass because I switched out my Meganium pretty much at the last second for Beheeyem. And I don't know if that was the best idea now that I'm looking at this team that I'm up against. Now, like I said, I really want to get up the rocks, though. But I feel like an Earth Power might be coming. Unless his only attacking move is the Stealth, or not the Stealth Rocks. That's not an attacking move, is the Discharge. Then I would be okay. I'm just going to go for the rocks and see what he wants to do. I guess, oh no, he's going to set up rocks too. So we're both setting up the rocks. That is a bit unfortunate because I do not believe that I have anything on my team that's going to be able to get rid of them. I don't think I brought Defogger, if I remember correctly. I just kind of threw this team together pretty fast. Nope, I don't have a Defogger, I don't have a Rapid Spinner, so Dodrio and Magcargo are going to be hard-pressed to just switch in a whole bunch of times. Everything else should be okay. Everything else is neutral damage as far as the rocks go. So he's obviously not afraid of me here. I'm really afraid of the Earth Power. Really afraid. I mean, obviously he's going to outspeed, and yeah, I don't think it's a good idea to stay in here. What do I have that can take this thing on, though? That is my question. I have Seviper that has the Giga Drain, but that's not going to be enough to take this thing out in one hit, and he can Earth Power me still. I could go into Beheeyem to take any special hits that this thing wants to throw my way. That has potential. Everything else just pretty much just dies to this thing, unfortunately. Which is just really unfortunate, honestly. Let's switch into the Beheeyem here. Because I'm pretty sure I can take anything he wants to throw my way. If he wants to go for the Earth Power, that's not going to do a whole lot. A whole lot. Because I am specially defensive. Calm Nature and everything. There's the Rocks damage, which is unfortunate. He's going to go for the Scald. Okay. That is a bit unfortunate because he gets the burn on the first turn, which just kind of sucks. There's the Lefty's recovery, and burn obviously is going to deal a little bit more damage to me. I feel like I want to go for a nasty plot here. I don't see any reason not to. and then I can recover on the next turn. We'll see if he wants to switch out into something. Even if he does, I should still be okay. Still be okay. I don't think he has anything that can just completely destroy this thing. I know setting up this early in the match is kind of a bad idea. He does have the Ursaring, now that I think about it. The Ursaring could come in and just destroy my life. Really, really could. And I'm getting the residual damage due to the burn, which just sucks. Sucks. So we'll see what he wants to do. He's thinking long and hard about this. Staying in with this thing is not the best idea, I don't believe. As you can see, that really doesn't do that much damage at all. So there's the nasty plot. And now I'm faced with a little bit of a tough decision on whether or not I want to recover. Because I don't know. Yeah, I think recover is the best bet here. That is going to be my move. I need this thing to be somewhat healthy. He's going to discharge again, so that's perfect. I guess he doesn't know that I carry the recover. He may not be too familiar with Beheeyem because it's not a very commonly used Pokemon whatsoever. So that'll get me back up to a healthy range. Still going to be at maybe the 75% range just because of the burn damage there. But now I can unleash a Psyshock, which is really going to hurt whatever wants to switch in, because I will get the analytic boost regardless of what he wants to do. He's going to stay in and discharge, so I guess he's just pretty much given up on this the Stunfisk. There's the Psyshock, and that does well over half. There is the Lefty's recovery, and that, yeah, that puts me in a good spot. I'm going to get the burn damage and stuff as usual here. That brings me down pretty much to exactly 50%. I'm going to recover again because there's no reason for me not to. He might just stay in. He does. So, yeah, I'm going to try to be in... Oh, he gets a crit. That's not cool. I mean, I guess that was bound to happen eventually. But, yeah, he's not switching out here. He's keeping this Stunfisk in at all costs. That's just what he wants to do, so that is fine by me. Part of me wants to go for another recover here, but if I do that, I think his lefties will prevent him from going down to this next Psyshock. So, but a discharge and more burn damage is going to bring me below the 50% mark. Do I really want that? Do I really want that? I'm just going to get rid of this thing. We're going to go for a Psyshock. That should kill this thing. Hopefully he doesn't get another crit with the discharge. That would be great. And, yeah, there we go. This should be a dead Stunfisk unless we get min damage. Nope. Down goes the Stunfisk. That thing was a pain in the behind to get rid of. Gonna get our lefties. Gonna get the burn damage, the whole bit. Like I said, that should bring us down to about, 40% health. Something like that. And we'll see what he wants to come in with here. I wouldn't doubt it if he came in with the Ursaring, because my physical defense is pretty bad. Pretty bad. It's only like 90. He's gonna come in with the Kingler, which is going to outspeed. A lot of these like to run Choice Scarf, and even if he's not running that, it doesn't really matter. He's just going to kill me. Just going to straight up kill me. I don't know if I want to just give up this thing just yet. If he's Choice Scarf, he will even outspeed my Seviper, which would be unfortunate, because my Seviper is Scarfed as well, but I'm pretty sure Kingler has a higher base speed. So that is not cool. But Cargo obviously cannot take this thing on. I really don't have anything that can take this thing on, except Beheeyem, because its special defense is pretty bad. Pretty bad, to be honest. I think I might actually have to give up my Beheeyem here, now that I'm looking at it. Now that I'm looking at it, I don't think anything else on my team wants to take this thing on. Nothing. I don't have a switch in. That is the problem. So what I'm going to do here is go for a recover and see what he wants to do. He's probably just going to kill me. He has a knockoff. That's definitely going to kill me. Yep, that is a dead Beheeyem. Not really much I could do about that, because switching in on a Crabhammer really would just destroy my entire team. Pretty much. So now I want to go into the Seviper, because Giga Drain is a thing. And I'm pretty sure he's locked into... Oh, no, he's not. He's Life Orb, as we saw by the recoil there. So that means I should definitely outspeed with Seviper, so I should not be afraid to come in here and just go for the Giga Drain. And he might think that he's going to be faster than me. I'm not sure if he's going to want to stay in or not. But we're not going to play any games. We're just going to go straight for the Giga Drain here to get rid of this thing, hopefully. Unless he switches out, of course. He is going to withdraw. So we'll see if he goes into something that can take... Oh, wow. Okay, I guess he predicted the Giga Drain. Because if I went for the Sludge Wave, this thing would not have liked it too much at all. There's the Giga. That does a pitiful damage. It's basically just going to recover the Stealth Rock damage, not even. Almost, but not quite. So this thing likes to carry Fire Blast, let's see what else, Sucker Punch, Superpower, that kind of stuff. So what should I switch into for this? For this, he's probably going to go for, if I had to guess, switching into Macargo would be a problem here, because he probably, after a Fire Blast, he probably can just KO me with a Superpower after the Fire Blast damage and the rocks. So going into Dragonair here seems kind of promising, to be completely honest, because it will resist the Fire type move. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to go into the Dragonair. I do have the Rest on this thing. It's a Rest Talking set with Eviolite and Outrage and Dragon Dance as well. So it's kind of a funky set, but it works very well. There's the rocks damage. And he is indeed going to go for the Fire Blast. He does connect with it. We should be able to take it okay. I am specially defensive. That does nothing. That does absolutely nothing. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Alright, let's go for the Dragon Dance here. He might try to go for a physical move. And if that's the case, fine. I don't think he can kill me. Nope, he's just going to withdraw. So we're going to get a free DD up here. As he goes into the Articuno, he's not going to like the rocks at all. And after DD, we might be able to just kill this thing with an Outrage, to be honest. I know we're only +1 and we're just a Dragonair, but he might be specially defensive. So Outrage could do a lot of damage to this thing. Potentially, it could do a lot of damage to this thing. I should outspeed at +1, unless I'm just crazy. Usually these things are specially defensive. That is my thought. This will be a good time to go into Macargo as well, but we're going to lock ourselves into... I don't know if I want to lock myself into Outrage. He's got to go for the Ice-type move. We're going to go for the Outrage. At +1, we should be okay. Oh, he does still outspeed. Ouch. And that just almost kills, so I imagine... Oh, Life Orb, yep, it's an offensive one. It should die, then, to this Outrage. Definitely should die to this Outrage. That's a huge threat out of the way. To just get rid of this Articuno like that. I was really worried that this thing was going to do a lot more damage to my team. I probably should have went for the Rest there just to get into a better health range, because +1 is not enough to just sweep a team at all. And I can't switch out because I'm locked into the Outrage, so he's pretty much just going to kill me with anything. If he wants, I guess the clever move would be to go into Heatmore and Sucker Punch me here because I'm locked into it. That would be what I would do, unless for some reason he doesn't carry the Sucker Punch on the Heatmore, which is also possible, but not likely. So pretty much any priority move just is the end of me right here. But he's thinking long and hard about it, because I guess he's worried about taking an Outrage. I mean, I would be too. I would be too. Dragonair is nothing to scoff at. The Wish Cache is coming in. Perhaps this is physically defensive? I don't know. But we're not even going to choose our move because we're locked into the Outrage, so we have no choice but to just go for it here. We will see if he wants to set up his own Dragon Dance, which is possible, or if he's just going to kill me. There's the Outrage, and that does quite a bit of damage. He is just going to kill me with an Earthquake. That makes me wonder if he is locked into, not locked into, if he doesn't have the Sucker Punch with the whatchamacallit, yes, that thing, with the Heatmore. So now what we're going to do, we get a free switch into Mightyena, and this thing is super, super dangerous. It has the Moxie, and it's also packing the Retaliate, and that's what we're going to go for here, because anything on his team really is not going to like this. It's going to do a lot of damage. I am Life Orb as well. He's not going to outspeed me because he did not get a DD up. So, retaliate it is. We'll see if he wants to stay in. He is going to stay in, so we're going to get a Moxie boost here, definitely. Down goes the Wish Cash. And he's going to have a huge problem on his hands now because, like I said, I am the Life Orb set. Got the Moxie boost. I've got Priority Sucker Punch as well. So, he's going to have a hard time dealing with this. He really, really is. He does have the Ursaring, which probably is going to be Quick Feet, but he's not going to get that activated because he hasn't gotten a free switch into it to have its Toxic Orb activated as of yet. And he's feeling the pain, I guess, or I don't know if he's feeling the pain, but he's feeling the pressure, I guess. The Heatmore is going to come in next. He's going to get hurt by the rocks, and he's going to eat his Citrus Berry. Interesting. Now, I'm pretty sure I outspeed this thing, so if he wants to try to Sucker Punch me, which I don't think he will because that's not going to kill, there's no reason for me to not go for a Sucker Punch. That's what I'm going to go for here. That should just kill this thing. Yep. He does go for an attack, probably the Fire Blast, and that just straight up dies to this thing. Mightyena, once it gets going, it is incredibly difficult to stop. It just piles on those Moxie boots, and I don't know, it's underrated. People sleep on this thing. People definitely sleep on this thing. They're like, oh, it's just a Mightyena, it sucks. Blah, blah, blah. No, it does not suck. Now, this could be interesting. He could just go for Swords Dance here. Because the Sucker Punch is pretty obvious, but we know he's not Scarfed. So I guess there's no reason for me to go for Sucker Punch. I can just crunch him. And at +2 with Life Orb, I don't even know if that's going to kill because Kingler has a very high defensive stat on the physical side. His special defense is pretty bad. So he's left with this and the Ursaring. We're going to go for the Crunch. And we do outspeed because Kingler is pretty slow. And I'm pretty sure he's going to live this, to be honest. Nope, he's not even going to live that. Mightyena, we might see a sweep right here. Because there's no way this Ursaring is going to come in and outspeed. Wow, Mightyena is so powerful. I really wanted to show off the Choice Scarf Special Seviper a little bit more, or potentially the Choice Banded Dodrio, because it's a lot of fun. It did get some use in my other PU battle that I recorded just recently. You'll see that in a post commentary, just because I was interrupted during the live recording a bunch of times, and that was unfortunate. But that being said, I'm pretty sure the match is over here. We're going to go for a Crunch and see what he wants to do. He does not outspeed. I do not think he's surviving a +3 Life Orb Stab Crunch from a Mightyena. He does not, so down he goes. That is going to be the match. Mightyena getting the little mini sweep there. I think he got like, what, 4 KOs? So he just... yeah, he was not having trouble with my team at all. If anything, he had the upper hand, especially after getting Behemoth out of the way early, getting those rocks up. There was no way for me to get rid of them. And it did just really hurt my team, but Mightyena coming through in the end. So thank you very much for the match. Egg Flapjack, I know we've been trying to get it set up for a while, so I'm happy we finally had it. Thank you all for watching, as always, and do not forget to leave a like on this video if you enjoyed it, because it does help out a lot. So I'll see you for the next battle. But until then, game on.